Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be doing a video on my current favorites. I do have a lot, so we're just going to get started. And if you guys do enjoy, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe right down below and hit the little bell icon so you can get notifications when I upload new videos. Without further ado, let's just get started. I'm not going to go in any specific order. I'm just going to grab things and then kind of show you my favorites. We're going to kind of go from like hair care to skincare to all the makeup. So the first thing for my hair care is this Garnier Fructis dry shampoo. It's an invisible one. And let me tell you, I have not found a good dry shampoo besides this one and another one. I forgot the brand. I think it's like Bartiste or something like that. But this has been my all-time favorite and it does not leave. So like with dry shampoos, they leave like white residue in your hair. This one does not. And I did get it from the dollar store for like maybe $3 to $4. And I love it so much. But yeah, if you really need a good dry shampoo, I would highly suggest checking this out. And then for my skincare, I have these. And then my face wash, I use the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. That is one of my favorites to wash my face. But for moisturizer, I have the e.l.f. Super Hydrate Moisturizer. I am completely out of this and I keep forgetting to pick up more, but it's like a gel moisturizer, and even if you have oily skin, you can still use this. I use it day and night when I had some in it, and it made my skin feel so hydrated. Just, my skin felt so much better. And then the next one is the Mary Kay Clear Proof line. It's the oil-free moisturizer for acne-prone skin. And I do have a little bit of breakouts. I have a little bit of makeup on today. But yeah, this has become my all-time favorite. I feel like Mary Kay is a little underrated. I did have their foundation, but it was like way too dark. But there was some really good coverage to it. And I have some of their skincare and they are not disappointing. But this is a really good moisturizer. And then for my serum, I have this. It's from the dollar store. It's the Clinicals by Spa Subscriptions. It's the Skim Booster Anti-Aging Facial Serum, and it does have a dropper, and the dropper does work. Some products with droppers, they don't work, but this one does. And it's just like a clear serum. And it's actually really, really good. I'm kind of like skeptical on dollar stores like skincare, but this is not that bad. And I also have an eye cream from the same line, the Spa Subscriptions, and it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good for what the price is. It's pretty good. And then I have the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I have the mini and I use this. I don't typically use it every day. I only use it when I feel like I want to pamper myself or just do some self-care. But this is a really good sleeping mask. It moisturizes your lips, and when you wake up, your lips are just smooth or moisturized. Really good product. And then for primers, we have a lot. Like, I have a bunch of favorites. So the ones I typically use the most are these two. It's the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Mattifying Primer. It's a 12-hour oil control. This stuff mattifies your skin so much, and it really locks in your makeup. I know some people don't think primers do much, but for me, they do, because I do have large pores, so having some primer that goes with that really helps. And then the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. I have finally hit like the end, but this is really good. I wanted to try the poreless putty primer, but they did not have it. The only one they had was the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer, so I picked this one up and I use it every single time I do my makeup. I only put it in like my T-zone area and not all over my face. If I do want to use two primers, I put this on the rest of my face and then just put this one in my T-zone. But this is a really good, affordable primer if you're looking for something good. And they do have a bunch of different options. I have like the poreless one, the matte one, and quite a few different ones, I do believe. And then I have this Manna Runaway Ready Face Primer. It's like a really silicone-y primer, but it's like kind of matte. It's not really matte, but it's matte, if that makes any sense. But yeah, this is actually a really good primer. I don't know if they're affordable or not. I found it on Facebook and somebody was raving about it, so I was like, okay, let's just get it and try it out. And I've actually really liked it. I don't really use primers that much. I just use my go-tos, which are these ones. But I kind of want to open my eyes for like different ones to try. And then I have 2 Smashbox primers. This was the first ever primer that I ever bought before starting into getting makeup. It's the Smashbox, the original photo finish, and I have been using this for years. Like when I started wearing makeup, maybe when I was 10. And I just repurchased it because it is just life-changing for me. And then I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Radiant. So like in the summer, if I want like a really glowy look and I don't want to wear much makeup, this is really nice to wear. Even though it's a primer, it still gives you that glow all day. And when you put on like your foundation, your concealer, and all your makeup, the shine or like the glowiness still comes through, which I really like. And then the last one for primers is the Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later face primer. This is mattifying, and this is super mattifying. Like, these aren't as mattifying as this one because this one is just, I think it kind of dries out my skin. I haven't really noticed, but I want to keep trying it out. But since I've been using it, I do really, really like it. And it does help my makeup last all day. I don't know if they're affordable or not. I just found this product and decided to try it. And it is the mini, so I'm going to kind of look into it, and I'll let you know down in the description box. And then for foundations, I have 3. But this one has been my all-time favorite. This is the Patrick Star One Side Turn Up the Base BB Cream. I have this one in Fair 3 Golden. I need to get one in my self-tan shade because I want to self-tan a lot in the summer, and I want my neck and my face to kind of match. But this is a really good BB cream slash foundation. If you're looking for something good and that lasts all day and does not feel heavy on your skin, I would suggest getting this. It is pricey because it is by a like celebrity makeup artist, or you know, it's by Patrick Star. So if you're looking for something good, I would get this, and it is worth the money. I am telling you 100%, this is really good. And then I have 2 Drugstore. I'm kind of getting some Drugstore and high-end because if you can't afford the high-end, then I'm going to give you some like Drugstore options that I really like as well. So I have the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation, and it has hyaluronic acid and collagen, and this is really good as well. I have this one in the shade 05 Vanilla, and it really does hydrate your skin. So like, when you're using your makeup, you kind of don't want to go with matte primer and then a hydrating foundation. You want to go with a matte primer and a matte foundation and a hydrating primer with a hydrating foundation. That's just typically how I've always done it. Just so like, because there's different ingredients in like these products, so you kind of want to use what's similar to that. If you guys want a like beginner's makeup look, then let me know down in the comments below and I will do that. But yeah, this is a really good foundation. I don't know how much it is, but I do get it from Walmart because I feel like if I go to Walmart, it's a little bit cheaper than like going to Shoppers Drug Mart or like Rexall. So I go to Walmart to get mostly all my drugstore products. But this is a really good foundation if you're looking for a hydrating foundation, but not overly like oily. If you do have like oily skin, like extreme oily skin, I would kind of stay away from this. But if you have like combination skin, I would highly suggest getting this. And then my next one is the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in the shade Nude. This is in my self-tan shade. I do have another one in the lightest. I have like 3 of these because they are my absolute ride or die. This is a very matte foundation, so if you're matte, I would not get this. I am on a little bit of the combination side, so I still use this and it looks very good on my skin. It is pretty full coverage, but if you have really dry skin, I would not suggest this because when you're matte, she makes you matte. But yeah, I do suggest this and it is pretty affordable. And then for concealer, I have 4. This is a long video, so be prepared. These are all high-end, but I do have like affordable options. I don't have them with me right now, and it's like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, the hydration, or the matte one. There's also one from L'Oreal that I like. Anything from like e.l.f., Maybelline, L'Oreal, I really like. Even Rimmel has really good ones, and Hard Candy does as well. But I have the Rare Beauty Concealer. This one is 120C. And if you didn't know, this is owned by Selena Gomez. And when I seen it on her skin, I fell in love. And everyone on the YouTube community kept raving about it. So I was like, okay, let's go pick it up. Let's try it out. Best concealer ever. It is kind of on the natural side, but you can build it up to be more full coverage. But I really do like this, and I really love the packaging on it and like the doe foot. It's different from any other doe foot because it's like an angled, so it can really get into the inner corners very well. But they do have a very good shade range. So yeah. This is the one I use every single day. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Marshmallow. This can be built up to full coverage, but you can conceal with it, you can contour with it, you can basically do anything with this. It's a really big tube, which I really like. The doe foot's just a basic doe foot. But this has been my everyday foundation, and I highly suggest it if you want to splurge. All these products, if they're high-end or a drugstore, highly recommend. I would not recommend products that I didn't like, and these are all the products that I really do like. And then the next one is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer in the shade Light Medium. So when I picked this up, I thought light medium, since I'm light medium in the Tarte Shape Tape, I would get light medium in this, and well, it's a little dark. But it is waterproof, so it is great for the summer. I basically just wear this in the summer since it's waterproof if I go to the beach or like the lake or the pool or something. But this has pretty good coverage to it. And it is a smaller defined like doe foot, which I like as well. It is a little bit pricey, but if you're looking for a really good foundation or really good concealer, I highly suggest that one as well. And then I have the mini Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium. They did not have my shade in the full size, so I just went and got the mini, and I think minis are so cute. But yeah, this has a very soft applicator, and it is pretty full coverage. Like, I wouldn't say extremely full coverage. Like, you can make it to medium to full, but everyone's been raving about this, and I've been using this for years. So if you're looking for a very good concealer and you don't want really dry under eyes or really full coverage under eyes, I would highly suggest this because this is like a game changer. Tarte is actually a really good brand. The next thing is my powder. I only have one just because I don't want to buy like duplicates of or different powders. If I know one, I'll kind of stick to it, but I'm wanting to reach out more and kind of discover new powders that I haven't tried, and maybe I'll like them as well. But this is the Maybelline Fit Me Powder. I like this one, and then I like the Loose Fit Me Powder. I have been using these for forever. I know these work for my skin. I know how good they are. I just keep going back to these, but I got the one in translucent just because I don't want my under eyes, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just want everything to be smooth and one color basically, but my under eyes be a little bit lighter, and I use this to set both my under eyes and my whole face. So this is a really good powder, and I just like I said, I've been using it for years. But yeah, and then for like contour, blush, and highlight, had to get it out of my drawer. It's the Anastasia Contour Kit for my contour and bronzer, and I kind of use these two to set my under eyes sometimes. But I just dropped the palette. Hold on. But yeah, this is a really good palette if you're a beginner and you're kind of getting into makeup. I do suggest this. I don't know if they still sell it or not, but it's like a ride or die products for literally anyone. But they have really good shades. I have this one in light medium, if I didn't say that already. And they do have, I think, two other ones or one more other one. I think the next one is medium to dark. I could be wrong. Don't come at me if I'm wrong. But this is a really good contour and bronzer palette. And then for blush, I have fallen in love with this. I don't use anything else but this blush. It's the All in Mark Cosmetics, and this is the first product I ever tried for them, and the packaging just sold me on it. But look at it. Look at the colors. Let me swatch them. I gotta swatch them. Look at those. I use this one, the nudist one, more, but when we go into summer, I'll be kind of reaching towards more of these. I'm trying to go out my comfort zone and use different kind of eyeshadows and like blushes and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited to use these two in the summer. But this is a really nice palette. The formula is so nice. It is so soft and so buttery. And I am just in love with it. And this is the only thing I've been using since I've gotten it. Like, I cannot stay away from this. If I don't have like blush on, I will not be myself. So if you're looking for a great blush palette, the All in Mark Cosmetics Blush Trio is the one you should get. And then I have 3 other palettes, and they are all 3 eyeshadows, and these are all high-end as well. I have the Anastasia Sultry palette, and I was gonna get the Too Faced Sweet Peach one, but somebody really sold me on this one. They really recommended it, so I got it, and I have been loving it. I've had it for a very long time. The shades are so pigmented, and the blacks are kind of hard to get really good pigment out of it, but this one, pigmented. But you can do so many looks with this palette, and there's so many different shades to choose from. This one kind of broke. I was like at the last end of it and it broke, but look at those shades. All these are just this palette in general is just my favorite, and I love the packaging. I love it. And then I have the Violet Voss Essentials 2 Pro Series, and if I do a colorful look, I will go towards this because there are some colorful shades in here, but there's also that neutral range. So if you're more of a neutrals person like I am, you should really get this palette. But if I want to do like a pop of color in the summer, we have those blues and those purples in there to kind of go for that look. But these are pretty pigmented. Like, let me do the blue. Like, look at that. That color is just, the purple is so pretty. But yeah, this is a really good palette as well, and the formulas are so great. With eyeshadows, it could be a hit or miss, just because they can come up patchy and like chalky, but with all 3 of these palettes, they do not, which is really nice. And then I have the last one is the MAC Rocket to Fame eyeshadow palette. Just fell in love with it, with the packaging, the mirror, the colors. I use this one for my inner corner brow bone, and it is so pretty, and these are also really buttery. Like, look at that. So pretty. And the black in here is pretty pigmented as well. But you can do so many looks with this. There is quite more shimmers than mattes, but I'm sure with the way I have, there's 3 mattes, and then we have some satin and some like pressed pigments. But these are the 3 mattes that you can get, and you can do any type of look with this palette. It is a little pricey, but you can. I don't like that palette has just been my go-to. Wiping these swatches off. And then the next thing is setting sprays. I have 2 that I love. I have the BH Paradise Set Hydrating Setting Spray for in the summer when I want a hydration glow. I really like this. And then I have the Urban Decay All Nighter. It makes my makeup last. I even spray this and then spray this, and my makeup is just locked in for so long. Like, the longest I've had my makeup on was, I want to say like 12 hours, maybe 13, and those 2 combined have really locked in my makeup. And this is a really good setting spray. This is like my 3rd or 2nd bottle, and this one is my 1st, and I'm almost out, and I gotta go back to Winners and get some. And then for brows, I have 2 e.l.f. products. I have the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. And this is what the pencil looks like. Pretty pigmented. It is pretty affordable. I got this at Walmart for like $2 to $3, and then the spoolie on it is really good, and it's pretty flexible, so if you want to bend it in any shape you can, and it does not break. And I've had this pencil for so long. I don't even know how much product I have left. I have a lot left, but since my eyebrows are like pretty much thick and bushy, I don't need to use this as much, but I do use this product a lot. It's the e.l.f. Wow Brow in the shade Brunette, but I did recently just dye my hair and applied tape ins, so I need to get like a color black because that's what my hair is. But this is really good as well. The spoolie is small, so it can, like, you can brush up your hairs, and this brow gel makes them stay in place all day long. I don't really do the soap brow look anymore. I just found it, I don't know, like, I wasn't a big fan of it. I mean, it looks good on everyone else, but for me it did not, which kind of sucked because I think that look is just so cute with the little eye laminated eyebrows, but that does not work well for me, so I just stick with the brow gel. And then for my lip products, I have these bad boys. And I also have a, there it is, thought I lost it. So, for my lipstick, I have two. I have the Morphe Matte Lipstick in the shade Matte Wifey. And it is just the prettiest nude. It is a little dark, but it is so pretty. And it's like not very matte. It is matte, but it's like not gonna dry down your lips or give you that like crusty lip feeling, I guess that's what you would say. It's like a really, really pretty shade. And I have the lip liner to match it. It's the Morphe Lip Liner in the shade Backseat Love, and I do have the gloss, but that is the lip liner. Really pretty, and all three of those combinations are so nice together. And then the next one is the Jeffree Star Liquid Lipstick in Leo. I don't normally use this in the summer just because it is dark. I feel like in the summer it should be more like oranges, purples, pinks, you know, all those bright shades. So I normally don't reach for this one much in the summer, but like in the winter and mostly in the fall, I do really like this. And I have a bunch of other ones from Jeffree Star. I also have an eyeshadow palette from them, but this is a really good lipstick. It does liquid lipstick. It does not dry down your lips, and it does stay on your lips for a pretty long time, I've noticed, and it does dry down completely matte, but it does not make your lips feel drying at all, which is actually really nice. And then for eyeliners, I have the Sephora eye pencil in black. If I want to do like a very like vampy look, like a dark vampy look, I will use this. It is black, pretty flippin' black, if I do say so myself. But look at it, and it does go on the waterline really nice. And I also use it to tightline when I wear lashes. And it's just a really pigmented eye pencil. And then this one is a white one. It's the Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous Soft Glide Longwear Eyeliner in the shade Almost White. And this is pretty pigmented as well. And it goes on the waterline very nice. Because with some eyeliners, they're very hard to get on the waterline just because your waterline is so watery. But like these two are not. Like look how pigmented those are. But I have been getting into white liners recently. So I'm kind of obsessed over that. And I will wear white eyeliner more in the summer. And then for mascara, I have the Benefit Bag Out Bang and the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is a limited edition packaging, but this is my third tube of it, and I have fallen in love with this mascara. I wasn't too sure about it just because I've heard so much bad reviews on it, but I was like, why not get it? Why not try it? See if I like it, see if I don't. But I have been quietly obsessed with it. I feel like it's a dupe to the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, so if you don't want to spend your coins on this, then I highly suggest getting the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, I think that's what it's called, and it's like almost the exact same thing as this. I have this in black. I just feel like black looks better on me, but I love it a lot. And then I have the Benefit Bow Gal Bang. I've heard so many people talk about this and how good it was. So I was like, okay, let's get a mini to see if I like it. If I do like it, once I'm done with the mini, I will get a full size. And I will be back to getting the full size because this lengthens, volumizes, does everything you need. And I also use it for my lower lash line because the like wand is a little like too big for my lower lash line. So I just use this. And I also use it for my top if I'm not wearing falsies. And those are both really good. I would show you the falsies, but I have not had them long enough to see if I like them. But they are by Kiss. And I did get new lash glue, so maybe if you want a part 2, I will do a part 2 and then probably include those in them. But I have been liking them so far. For brushes, I use ones from like Walmart, or if the eyeshadow palettes come with those, I use those. I have some from Moda, Elf, Real Techniques, Wet n Wild, some from Ipsy. I don't really talk about brushes just because it just kind of depends on your preference and how you want them to like perform. But this is a sponge that I use. It is pretty dirty. I just used it today, but it is from Winners and I have really been enjoying this. My fiance got it for me for Christmas and I have been loving that. But that is all the makeup products and skincare and hair care that I have to share. If you do want a part 2 later down the road, let me know. And if y'all please would subscribe and let me know what kind of other videos you'd like to see. I hope y'all have a wonderful day.